A psychiatrist is testing his patients, and he asks the first one, "What is 4 plus 2? And the patient says, "A potato." And so he asks the second one, "What is 4 plus 2? And he says, 5,000. And he asks the third one, "Okay, what is 4 plus 2? And he says, 6. And the psychiatrist says, "Oh, great, now we are making some progress. How did you figure that out?" And he just says, "Well, I just put together the 5,000 and the potato." So today meditation is going to be about progress. And I know many of you think that maybe you're not making enough progress in your life. Perhaps you should be doing way more. Perhaps you should be achieving way more by now. Or maybe you should be making a bigger impact, or you should be making way more money, or whatever it is that you're doing. Perhaps you feel that you are not making enough progress, and that actually really slowing you down. So today, I want to invite you to first just arrive. You're going to take a deeper breath. You can breathe in all the calm, and exhale all the craziness from your system. Very good. And if you haven't done it, let's do it one more time, just making sure that you do it this time. It's amazing when you're really taking one deep breath, at least one breath today. So inhale. Inhale all the calm. And slowly exhale all the craziness. Perfect. And my name is Olivia Kissper. This is your transpersonal meditation. Why is it transpersonal? Because we're going to go beyond that ordinary masks that we wear in our lives to really connect to something greater and to connect to truth, what is really true. So you don't have to be looking and seeking for it outside of yourself. You can start really finding it inside. And so, congratulate yourself for being here and really taking this time. I hope you can create a beautiful space where you won't be disturbed. Get really comfortable. I want you to just start watching your breath for a few moments, few short moments. Because with each breath, when you're noticing how it goes in and out, you can simply relax a little bit deeper and deeper, connecting with what is present, what is actually happening, until you feel relaxed and settled and present. But I do believe that truth is your biggest medicine, and that's why I'm grateful that you are here. And as you are here, all settled and relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath, just like the ocean, the waves coming in and out, get settled and settle till you feel quite relaxed. And if you are like most people, as soon as you get relaxed, the mind starts telling you about the things you have to do. Or perhaps there is some goals that you have for the future, some things you should have done, or things you haven't done, or things that you shouldn't have never done and you have done it. So all the things, just notice when they arise and really make your priority your space, your inner space, and really looking inward, because that is your true sanctuary. It is that space from which all the amazing ideas actually arise when you are connected to your truth. And so when you're in this space and you believe that you should be really doing more or progressing much faster, I want you to just notice something. Just notice that sometimes things in nature, or in this global or universal unfoldment, as I call it, sometimes they progress very slow over time. And sometimes they progress very quickly. They just happen very quickly. Just notice that everything alternates between those cycles. And essentially the pace doesn't really matter. What really matters here is the depth. Is the depth. How deep you can go. How deep you can see the different layers of truth. And so just settle in the truth that sometimes progress happens slowly over time. That's simply what happens. And sometimes it happens fast. And also notice any comments your mind is creating about it. Judgments. Perhaps you see some images or hear some voices. Maybe you hear your coach that tell you that you have to have these deadlines and goals in your life. They need to be achieved by a certain time. So just notice all these things. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I want to just invite you to notice for today, since this is your time, this is your space, and this is your space for the truth. And now, you start noticing that you are in a perfect unfoldment, and things are happening perfectly, except of what your mind tells you about it. I'm gonna say it again. Just notice that things in your life are happening or progressing perfectly in your story, except of what your mind tells you about it. It always has some opinions, something to say about everything. Its job is to evaluate. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. It simply happens, it appears. And it either grabs your attention when you believe it, or when you don't believe it, it just goes away. It has no power. So, in this meditation, just notice. This is really an invitation for you to really see what is actually happening in your inner space. Some movements or sensations, images or voices. All these things often go unnoticed. And we simply believe everything what's happening, and we're following what the voices say. They control us. So just be here. The more you start noticing and questioning your own mind, the more you can really connect to the truth, the more free you can be. And from that space, everything is unfolding perfectly at the exactly right time. Not a second before, or 2 seconds after. It's all happening perfectly. And you can either believe and trust your mind. Just really trust that infinite intelligence that always has something in store for you, unexpected. Your mind simply doesn't have enough information to predict anything. There's just too many moving parts happening. And notice that some of the most amazing things simply come to your life unexpectedly. You don't have to try hard, make some progress. They come at the perfect time. They appear unexpectedly and without your involvement. And I know that sometimes you can also hear those voices in your space, inner space, criticizing you, beating you up, saying that you are incapable or not good enough, not progressing enough, not fast enough. I mean, that's why you're running around like headless chicken in your life, because you're listening to this. And my invitation today is just to be and notice one important thing. Notice who is actually criticizing who. Is it really you criticizing you? If you could choose to tell yourself something, wouldn't you tell yourself some inspiring and positive messages and thoughts and words? Just notice that voice that appears and tells you everything in your mind, criticizing you. Is it really yours? Does it really belong to you? Does it really says the truth? It surely sounds convincing. And when we don't even notice, we simply believe it and we act on it. So just notice who is criticizing who. Is there really any progress more than the one that's already happening? Are you sure that you have to be progressing way faster than you are? Where are you going? Where are you going? Running around on a hamster's wheel, trying to get somewhere in the future. Just so you can feel one day, finally, accomplished and happy and relaxed. But what if you are okay this moment? What if you are already accomplished, relaxed, and happy this moment? Would you even notice? Would you even notice? Just notice that all of this is the making of the mind that shows you all these images and pictures and videos about the future, about all the things you have to do in order to be happy and fulfilled and progressed. Comparing to everyone else around you just to see if you are okay. So just come back here to this moment. What if you are okay already, this moment? What if you really have everything what you need? And when you need anything else, it will simply come to you in the right moment. If it doesn't come, it's clear you didn't need it. You are okay without it. Except if your mind tells you on top of it. So just notice and come back here. And let yourself to be, simply be, nobody in particular. With no pressure to progress faster than you already are. Knowing that your story is unfolding with such perfection. It's unbelievable. It's like reading an amazing book, and we all enjoy those parts when it gets really hard. We feel these emotions, but we can't judge the story by having just one segment of it. There is always an happy ending. And if it's not happy, it's not the end yet. I said it a little bit as a joke. I really want you to notice and realize that you can be happy this moment without needing or think that you need anything in particular, and simply being from this space. Who cares what other people think? Who cares what other people do? Who cares how they are progressing and how successful they are? Every time I give you a question, you can just answer it for yourself. Who cares is the mind. That all it cares about. To evaluate and compare, just so you keep successfully avoiding yourself and being in your space. Noticing all the things that you have. Noticing how much progress you've already made. Even without trying. I mean, you used to be an embryo. And now you're this. Now you can speak. And probably can do so many other things. And most of those things are completely effortless. So just relax. And relax deeper. And acknowledge yourself for really creating this sanctuary for yourself, where you dive deeper and really investigate for yourself what is true. Because it doesn't matter how many affirmations you do, how much you avoid things that hurt. If you are disconnected from what is true, if you're swimming in illusions and lies, things will hurt. Only to wake you up, to pay attention, and to come back here to you. Curious, open, happy, intelligent, compassionate, understanding, true, confident, trusting, loving, inspired, relieved. Oh, so I don't have to be rushing so much and trying too hard. Where did this leave me anyway? Where am I going? What if where you want to go is here? And how do you get from here to here? Thank you so much for watching, taking this time for yourself. And please share my videos if it made any difference to you. Also subscribe to my channel, and I'm so grateful for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video.